Today we have to start the analysis of history subject. My dear student, just you have to note. Okay, the instruction is given on our screen. All the activities questions are compulsory. Second, figures to the right indicate full marks. Question number 1 to 5 are based on history, and question number 6 to 9 are based on political science. Fourth, it is mandatory to write a complete statement as answer in question number 1A and 6. Fifth one, in question number 2A and 8B, the appropriate answer are expected to be written by pen in the concept map. Sixth one, the answer of question number 1A and B and question number 6 are repeated, then only first attempt answer will be considered. Now, my dear student, before start the writing, just you have to read the note, because note is very important. Next, question number 1. Okay, choose the correct option from the given options and complete the sentence. Now, my dear student, in this question type, two sub questions will be, three questions will be asked. In this question, choose the correct option from given options and rewrite the statement. There is, most of the time, student have commit a mistake. They have to write only the options. Okay, so you have to write the complete sentence. If you are not writing complete sentence, you will not get a marks. Okay, now in this, most of the time I have seen children are writing direct answer is wrong. This is a wrong method. You should read the instruction very carefully, rewrite the entire statement and underline the correct answer. Okay, now the first question is, now there are three questions are given for 3 marks. Each question have each 1 marks. Number one, television is an dash dash medium. Okay, the options are given: visual. Second one, audio. Third one, audio visual, and last one is a printing. Now, my dear student, each and everybody know television. Television is a audio visual. The answer is audio visual. Why? Because television is an audio visual medium. Any media which use both sound and a visual component are called audiovisual. Okay, we have to see and we have to listen. So that is called a TV is a television is a audiovisual medium. Understood? Second, the National Archive of India is in dash dash. The option is A, Delhi, B, Kolkata, C, Mumbai, and D, Chennai. Okay, there are four options are given. Okay, the right option is Delhi because the National Archive of India is in Delhi. Okay, the National Archive of Delhi is situated in a Delhi. Third one is Daljesh was the first Director General of the Archaeology Survey of India. Okay, the first Director General of Archaeological Survey of India. Okay, the option is Alexander Cunningham, B. William Jones, C. John Marshall, and fourth one is Frederick Max Miller. Okay, now the answer is Alexander Cunningham. Now, dear friend, when your teacher was explaining this chapter, he explained about in the 20th century, the Indian archaeological research started under the British rule. Okay, you will you will easily get 3 marks. Because this question will come on in our textbook. Okay, so we get 3 marks out of 3. But we have once again I tell you, okay, you have to write the complete statement. Okay, don't write only the answer. Number one, audiovisual. Number two, Delhi, and number three, Alexander Cunningham. If use this method, so this is wrong. Okay. If you want to, get 3 out of 3, you will write the complete statement and underline the answer part. Okay. Now, question number 1B. Okay. Identify the wrong pair in the following. Okay. In this question, every chapter have 1 or 2 diagrams. So if we are go through our chapters, because lesson number 4 and lesson number 6 is omitted, 25% portion is omitted. Then only we have to 7 chapters, and in 7 chapters we have to go through our textbook. So there are only few diagrams, one or two diagrams in each chapter. Student, you have to practice all diagrams, and this is full 2 marks. In this question, any 2 out of 3 activities. Okay. Now, see, identify the wrong pair in the following. 3 marks. 3 questions are given. Every questions have 4 options. In this question, there are students are commit a mistake. Students should be able to identify the wrong pair and write it. It may include topics like writer, book, scholar's name, scholar's work, persons, and philosophy, etc. In this question, 3 sets of 4 pairs each will be given. In this set, three three questions are given, and each question have 4 pairs. Okay, just you have to write the wrong pair. The wrong pair should be identified and write down. Students are not expected to correct it. My dear student, you have to listen. Please note it. You are not corrected the option. You are not corrected. Just you have to write the wrong pair like this. Okay. Now, 1 marks to write the wrong pair. Still, students are correcting the wrong pair. Don't do student identify the wrong pair. Means only identify the wrong pair. How to write? Now, them most maximum students is confused how to write this question, how to solve, how to attempt this question. Okay, I always told you, students, just you mention only so and so is a wrong pair. Now, number 1 in our question paper, one set is given. Malcolm, outdoor game based on physical skill. Okay, outdoor game based on physical skill. It is a right answer because Malcolm is a outdoor game. Okay, the in the olden age they have to aspire to the monkey. They have to jumping here and there on the trees. So they have to start the Malcolm. It is play outdoor games. It is a right pair. Second one is water polo. Okay, water polo. Water polo means what? Water sports. It is also a right pair. Okay, water polo is play in a water between two games. It is a game between two teams. Okay, see, skating. Skating is adventure ice sport. It is played on the ice sheet. So it is a right pair. Now just see D1. Chess. Chess is given outdoor game. So chess is an indoor game which is played between two persons under the closed environment. Okay. So you have to write like this. Answer D. Chess outdoor game. Understood? So you have to write this way. Second one, second set is given from the scholar's name and their book. Number 1, George William Frederick Hegel, Reason of History. Okay, Reason of History. It is a right pair. Leopold Van Rank, The Theory and Practice of History. It is also a right pair. C. Herodotus, The Histories. It is also a right pair. Karl Marx, Discourse on the Method. So Karl Marx is written written Das Kapital. The name of the book of Karl Marx is Das Kapital. So D1 is a wrong pair. So you have to like this way. Answer D. Karl Marx, Discourse on the Method. It is a right way to attempt this question. You don't write the correct one. You don't write. There is no need to write. This is a wrong pair. Karl Marx discourse on the method. Then you have to correct Karl Marx dash das capital. So it is a wrong method. Just you have to use simple method. You have to write answer D. Karl Marx discourse on method. Discourse on the method. Understood? Now next one. Okay. The third set is given in our question paper. Maharaja Sayaji Rao University. Okay, these are now here giving the name of the universities where you have to take a degree and diploma on museology. Okay, you have to take a diploma and degree in museology. So Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, Delhi. So first pair is a wrong pair because the National Museum is situated in Delhi. Okay, so first one, Maharaja Siaji Rao University in Vadodara. Okay, so first one is a wrong pair. Second, B, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, it is a right pair. C, Aligarh Muslim University, third, C is also right, Aligarh. Number four, Jivaji University, Gwalior. Okay, it is also a right pair. So the answer is Maharaja Siaji Rao University, Vadodara, Delhi. This is a wrong pair. Okay, understood. Now we have to go next question. Question number two. Okay, 2A. Complete the following concept chart. Okay, in this chapter, the concept chart is given. The concept chart is given. Students can score full marks in the question based on complete the concept map, prepare the concept map, complete the timeline or table. That it will be required a practice. You have to do a lot of practice how to prepare a figure fast. Okay. In this question, any two out of three activities should be solved. Okay, half marks given for each activity. There are four activities is in given for one question, half marks for each activity. Okay, in this, don't skip this question. It is very important question and it is your pocket marks. It is very easy to solve or get the 4 marks. Okay, so don't skip this question. Now, whatever the diagram is given, you have to draw same diagram. Okay, the diagram is given, you have to draw same diagram. Now, copy same diagram. Don't modify your own. Don't modify. Don't make your own makeup. There is a boxes are given and you have to make a you draw a circle. It is a wrong. You have to draw same as it is given in your question paper. Okay, when the diagram is given this format, you have to draw same diagram. Now come to the question paper. Question number 2A. Complete the following concept chart. Any two 4 marks. Each question have 2 marks. Number one, James Mill. Okay, James Mill. There is given one James Mill. Okay, he the history of British India. He wrote the book History of India. The history of British India written by James Mill were published in 1870. This was the first book on Indian history written by British historian. Oh, this is the first book written by British about Indians. Okay. Next one be James Grinder. So the option is that is Grinder. It is the Maratha history. The answer is the Maratha history. See the answer. Okay. James Grinder, history of Maratha. Okay, the period of Maratha Empire is very important in the Indian history. The British office Grand Duff was wrote about Maratha history. Next one is that's just the history of India. Okay, who wrote the history of India? The answer is Mount Stuart Elphinstone. Okay, the history of India written by Mount Stuart Elphinstone, Governor of Bombay, was published in 1841. The next one is Comrade Shripad Dange. Okay, Shripad Dange is given. The answer is primitive communism to slavery. Okay. Now, Comrade Shripad Dange was one of the founder member of the Indian Communist Party. So he wrote the primitive communism to slavery. The last one is who were the Sudras? Who were the Sudras? Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar wrote Who Were the Sudras and the Untouchability. These two books cited as example of history subaltern. So the answer is Who Were Sudra written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Okay. The next set is given 4 pillar of democracy. Okay. Now see the answer. The 4 pillar of democracy is number one, legislature. Now, what is legislature? Legislature responsible for making and adopting of law in the country. Parliament is the legislative body. So Parliament is the legislature of India. Second one is executive. Executive means responsible for implementation of the law in the country. Prime Minister and the cabinet and the government minister are executive members. Now the next one is judiciary. Judiciary is responsible for interpretation and application of the law. It is misuse of political power, courts, and judiciary body. And the last one is the newspaper. And now we have to see in mass and media, the chapter number 5, mass and media. The newspaper is considered as the four pillar of democracy. So newspaper is responsible for controlling the activities of other pillars. They have to controlling legislative, executive, and judiciary. Okay, keeping the public informed about them. Newspaper is informed about the three pillars of democracy. Okay, the answer is legislature, executive, judiciary, and newspaper. The student you have to write, you have to you have to draw proper blog and using pens. Next, third one is given also the blog indoor games. Okay, the answer is see the answer indoor games. Okay, what is indoor games? Indoor games are played within a closed environment and a number of them are played by sitting at one place. Okay, the answer is chess, dice, carom, ludo. Okay, it is very easy question. And you have to go. You got 2 marks out of 2. Next question is question number 2. B. Write short note. Any two. 4 marks. Okay, write short note. Just you have to write the short note. Okay. Now many students, in this question, many students they don't know how many points to be mentioned in this question. Okay, you have to write at least 25 to 30 words in the short note. Now listen, student, you have to write the 25 to 30 words in the short note. And each and every student just try to write in a point wise. You have to write 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. And just remember history paper. Your presentation is very important. You should be point wise. You should write point wise. You should write 3 points, 4 points, and you also write additional points. In this question, you have to write some additional points. But you got you write 1 point for and get 1 mark. Okay. Now first question is analysis school. Analysis school. Okay. This question comes from lesson number 1. Okay. Now the answer is the dawn of the 20th century. The writing of history got a new direction. You have to see the textbook. All students see the textbook on page number. This answer is given on page number 5 in our textbook. On page number 5, the answer is given. Okay, the analysis school. The dawn of the 20th century, the writing of history got a new direction. Along with political events, kings, great leader, the study of climate, local people, agriculture, trade, technology, means of communication, social division, and their collective psychology of a group was also considered important in the study of history. Okay, the analysis school was made by to write about the new direction of the history. Okay, the second point is this new school of thought is known as analysis school. Analysis school was started by French historian. Okay, now if you write this this answer, so you got 2 marks. Second said importance of history, importance of sports. Okay, now this answer is given in our textbook on page number 46. Chapter number 7, sports and history. Page number on 46, the answer is given the importance of sports. You have to write a short note. Okay. To play, number 1, to play game is very important for us. It enable us to overcome suffering and worries. The students, just listen. You have to underline the main point. You have to underline the main point. So you have to highlight the main point. So examiner is understand, the student is know about each and everything about the topic. Second point, games help us to relax and refresh our mind, which involve lot of physical activities, provide good exercise as well. Third point, games help in building a games help in building a tense and strong body. Okay, we have to free from the tension we are playing to the game. है ना. So we have to free from the tension and become our body should become a very strong. We are mentally and physically become healthy. Fourth point, playing games also help us in developing courage, determination, and sportsmanship. Okay. Fifth point, games need collective participation, help us to develop a sense of cooperation and team spirit. It also help in developing leadership. In this question, my dear student, you have to add more point. You have to add, there is a common point, importance of the sports. You have to add, some sports, name of the sport, name of the players. Okay, but your answer should be relevant. Third one is given. Third set is a Vishwakosh. Okay, this question is come from the chapter number 9, Heritage Management. Okay, the page number on 65. The answer is given on page number 65 in our textbook. We have to write in point wise. Number one, the first Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Yashwantrao Chauhan, initiated the completion of Marathi Vishwakosh through Maharashtra Rajya Sahitya Samskruti Mandal with a view to enhance the, you know, share of Marathi language and literature. Now Vishwakosha is written about, give more importance to the Marathi literature, during the, Peshwa. Second point, the work was started under the guidance of, Sir Tirath Lakshman Sastri Joshi. Okay, the work was started under the guidance of Lakshman Sastri Joshi. Okay, third point, it contains knowledge about all possible subjects in the world. Okay, the content should be all possible knowledge from all over the world. Last point is it also contains very important entries about history. Okay, so we have to completed question number 2. Okay, then we have to start question number 3. Question number 3A. Okay, now question number 3 is explain the following with its reason. Okay, the students are expected to give reason for any 2 out of 4. Okay, 4 options are given, 4 questions are given. We have to, solve any 2 out of 4. Appropriate points should be written 1 mark for one reason. Many of the times the students ask how many points should be written. You just write 25 to 30 words. Okay, if you write 25 to 30 words, you got 2 marks out of 2. Nobody will count your words. Okay, nobody will count your word. You have to write 25 words and 30 words. Okay, your answer should be relevant to the topic. You have to write the proper reason. Okay, so this question you have to write the point wise. You have to write 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. Okay, you have to give proper reasons. Now you should write relevant points. Examiner and moderator have experience or judgment. They have to easily know your answer is right or wrong. Okay, you have to write 3 points. One point for one marks for one reason. Okay, now question number 1. Nowadays, number of people traveling abroad has been increased considerable. Okay, the answer is number 1. I write the answer in point wise. So number 1 reason, it has become easier to travel because of easy availability of number of options like railway, marine, and air services. Okay, this facility is not available in the olden age. This facility was not available in the olden age. So now today we have to see that we are living in a modern period. There is a facility of marine, railway, and air services is easily available. Okay. Now this answer is given on our textbook on page number 53. Page number on 53, international tourism. The answer is given over there. Okay. Second point, marine has linked the coastal region. Aviation has brought the entire world closer. aviation, through the aeroplane we have to go from all over the world. Okay, it become very easier. Okay, third point, the economic liberalization policy of the Indian government has made the travel more easy. Last point, people travel for studies, relaxation, sightseeing, and professional assignments, meeting, etc. Also for shooting fish. There is a lot of movies, which has picturized in out of India, maybe Switzerland, New Zealand, America, England, Italy, France. We have to see that. There are people going from study, higher studies, okay, and some people are went from relaxation, sightseeing. There is a lot of naturality from all over the world. The people are going from sightseeing and professional assignments and meetings. Okay, therefore you have to write this sentence. You have to write the answer last. Just you have to specify. Therefore, there has been a considerable increase in the number of people traveling back and forth from India. Okay, now second one. Now, second question. Any information received through mass media need to be reviewed critically. Okay, any information received through mass media need to be reviewed critically. Okay, this answer is given on our textbook, page number 35, mass media and history. Page number on 35, the answer is given. Okay, now the first point is the news or any information in the media may not always represent exact truth. Okay, the news or any information in the media may not always represent exact truth. All news is not a correct 100% correct. We are not sure about that. No, the news is no news is 100% correct. We have to critical. Okay. Second point, we need to scan it very carefully. We have to scan it. We have to scan it very carefully. Now, in the third point, the example is given. Stern, a German weekly magazine, published a number of so-called handwritten diaries of Adolf Hitler. It then sold them a number of publication companies. However, later it was proved that those diaries were false. Okay, this newspaper, Eastern magazine, they have to publish the Adolf Hitler's diaries. But after the investigation, they have to prove their diary is not that diary is fraud or fake. Okay, that's why we have to we have to review critically. Number four, hence it is essential to verify the information received through mass media. It is essential, it is very important to verify the information received through mass and media. Any type of information or any type of news, just you have to verify whether it is right or wrong. Okay, so we have to write this answer like point, 2.2, point 3, point and 4 point. Your point, once again I tell you, your point should be relevant. Your reason should be relevant. Next, third question is the list of World Heritage site is announced by UNESCO. Okay, this answer is given on page number 17. Page number on 17. Okay, page number on 17. The lesson number 3, applied history. Okay, the lesson number 3, applied history. Okay, the one number one, reason number 1, cultural heritage is a form of human creation. Okay, it is a cultural treasures that has been inherited from our ancestors. Okay, second, it is essential for benefit of future generations to preserve our heritage. It is very important to benefit of future generations. That's why we have to preserve our heritage. If we are not giving proper attention to heritage, so it will be destroyed. Okay, so preserve our heritage. Third point, to promote cultural and natural heritage. Fourth one, in order to save this heritage, UNESCO has announced some directives. So it is the UNESCO have a right to announce or make a directive if that the some particular naturalities come their criteria of fit their criteria, so they have to make a list of world heritage and they have to give the place of World Heritage. Okay. One, on the basis of those directives, list of sites and traditions are declared as World Heritage. On that basis, these basis of the directives, the list of sites and traditions are declared as World Heritage. Okay, UNESCO is declared the World Heritage from their records and directives. Okay, so these we have to attempt only one, but I have to solve four questions, four answers. Okay, last one is the last question is only trained person who are deeply qualified can take up the task involve the work of conservation and preservation. Okay, this answer is given on page number on 95 59, page number on 55 on our textbook. The answer is given on page number 59. Okay, number one, conservation and preservation. Now in this answer we have to write, first we have to understand the question. No, what is question are, what is the question, we have to understand, we have to read very carefully the question. And if we are not, if we are not giving proper attention or we are not reading properly, so how to understand? First read very carefully and understand the question. If we are not understanding the question, how to write the answer, how to write, how to give the reason. Okay, only trained person who are duly qualified can take up the task involved the work of conservation and preservation. The work of conservation and preservation, it is a very important work. So only trained person they have to involve in this task. Okay, so first you have to understand the question. The answer is number one, conservation and preservation involve several steps like collecting the source of history. Okay, creating their records. It is not very easy task. Conservation and preservation, it is not a easy task. It will be required a training, special training, management, okay, knowledge about the history creating their records and indexes. You have to make a proper records and make a proper indexes, exhibiting manuscripts and make a list, old books, artifacts after completing necessary treatment require very carefully handling and management. All these things are handling very carefully. If you are trained people, then you have to manage. So that's why in a trained person who are duly qualified can take up the task involve the work of conservation and preservation. Second one, only after completion of proper training it is possible. Okay, if you are getting proper training, you are completing the training, so you have to easily handling. It is possible. Third, it needs people with specific skills. Only trained person who are duly qualified can take up these tasks. It needs people with specific skills. The people have skills. They have to master on history journals. They know how to manage the books. They know how to make a proper indexes. They know how to create the records. Each and everything required should be a training. Okay, so the who are so the trained people, qualified people can take up this task. So you have to write the this question. Okay, we have to complete it question number 3. Now next one is question number 4. Question number 4. Okay, read the following extract and answer the question. This question is for 4 marks. Okay, in this question the passage is given, the extract, textual extract is given. Okay, read the following extract and answer the question. This question is based on comprehensive of passage. A textual passage of 12 to 15 lines will be given. Two questions of 1 mark and one question of 2 marks will be asked. Total 4 marks. Okay. Now, in this question, just you have to try to your own words. You just read, understand. You have to read very carefully. You read the passage very carefully and understand the passage and frame the answer your own. Definitely, you will get 4 marks out of 4 if you are reading properly and solve the answer properly, give the proper answer, you will got 4 out of 4 marks. Okay. Anyway, you just not depend on textual passage. Sometimes the the paper setter, they have to give the unseen passage. Okay, like Bharat Ek Khoj, passage related to the technology, passage related to the sports, trade and commerce, radio, television, mobile, so the unseen passage will come. Okay, so you will not depend on only textual passage. Okay, now the passage is given in our question paper is on page number 19. Okay, do you know? Do you know is very important. Most of the time, we are not read the complete book. Okay, so do you know which is very important. Okay, so dear student, you have to read. Do you know? Let's know. The boxes are given from orange color, pink color, yellow color, blue color. So you have to read. This passage is from Do you know? Okay. Now I read the passage. That earliest museum, 6th century BCE in the world, was discovered during the executions at the city of Ur in Mesopotamia. The execution were conducted by Sir Leonard Woolley, 1922-1934. The museum was built by the Princess of Mesopotamia. Her name was Enigledi. She herself was the curator of the museum. A noteworthy feature of that museum is the clay tablet inscribed with the description of exhibited artifacts. Now, my dear student, you have to read very carefully. If you are reading carefully, then you have to easily find out the answer. Okay. Now let's see the question. Okay, the three questions are given. First, first one and two questions are for 1 mark, and third question is for 2 marks. Okay. Question number one: who built this museum? Okay. So come to the passage. Okay, we have to read the passage. So definitely we have to find out the answer. Okay. Now see the answer. Who built this museum? The princess of Mesopotamia. Her name was Enigledi. Okay. Now see the line number on here. Line number five. First paragraph. Line second. Sixth line. The princess of Mesopotamia, was built. The museum was built by the princess of Mesopotamia. Her name was Eni Lady. Okay. The second question: what is the noteworthy feature of the museum? Okay. What is the noteworthy feature of the museum? Now answer is giving in our passage. A noteworthy feature of that museum is the clay tablet inscribed with the description of exhibited artifacts. Last passage is last passage. The answer is given in the last passage. Okay. Now the third one, the earliest museum in the world was discovered in the city of Ur in Mesopotamia. It was discovered by Leonard Woolley. Okay, the question is given into two parts. Okay, first part is where was the earliest museum in the world discovered? Okay, the second part is who discovered it. Okay, so we got easily we have to complete two parts. So easily we get 2 marks out of two. The earliest museum in the world was discovered in the city of Ur in Mesopotamia. In the first part, second, it was discovered by Leonard Woolley. Okay, so it is very easy question. Dear student, you got 4 marks out of 4. Okay, if you read the passage, very carefully and proper understanding, so you got 4 marks out of 4. Okay, the next question is question number 5. Answer the following question in detail. Answer the following in detail. Okay. Now, in question number 5, you have to write answer in detailed information. You should give the detailed information in these answers. Okay. 4 questions of different types. Okay, different types. The 4 questions is given. You have to attempt any 2. Okay. You are required to answer. You have to require to answer 2 questions out of the 4 questions. Answer must be written point wise and adequate length. Okay, you have to write neat and clean, avoid cancellation. You have to write proper point wise answer. Okay, it is necessary to answer them in 6 small points or 3 detail points. You have to write 6 small points and detail for 3 detail points. In this, each point 1 mark. You write, you get each point for 1 mark. In this question, you should write neat and clean, avoid cancellation, show the presentation, highlight the point, underline the date, name, events, place, etc. Now, if you write more point, very good. If you write more point, you are adding more point. That point should be relevant to the topic. No, that point you are adding the extra point. So your point should be related to the question. Okay. Now you can give the relevant examples. It is application based. See the question in our practice paper. Okay. Question number one. Question number one is given. What is feminist historiography? Okay. The answer is given on page number 12. Page number on 12. Chapter number 2. Second chapter है chapter number 2 है ना, feminist historiography. What is feminist historiography? Okay, है ना, feminist means this question is right about the women. Okay, now the answer is writing on points. Feminist historiography means the restructuring of the history from the perspective of women. Okay, the writing of second point, the writings of Simon de Beauvoir help in establishing the fundamental of feminism. The Simon de Beauvoir help establishing the fundamentals of feminism. They have to write the right of the woman. What is the right of the woman? They have to write the books. Okay. Third point, the feminist historiography emphasis not only on the inclusion of women in history, but also on the rethinking of the male dominated perspective of history. Okay, the inclusion of only the women is not only the parties participate in the history, in the freedom fighter, no, but they are giving more emphasis the condition of the woman, their role of the woman's role in the society, in the business, employment, their education system, their literacy rate, each and everything should be mentioned in the feminist historiography. Okay, 4 point, it draw historical research to focus in depth on various aspects of women's life, such as their employment, their role in the trade union, as their employment. Okay, dear student, we can see that, now today we have to see that, there is a lot of women, they have to, go to the office, they have to engineer, advocate, teachers, so they have to got employment, and their role in the trade of women's life, such as their employment, their role in the trade union, institution working for their cause, their family life, extra. Okay, we have to write the detailed information in this question. And last point is in the historical record, women after 1990s are shown as the independent class. So, my dear student, you have to write the detailed information about the question. So, you got 3 marks out of 3. You have to solve any 2. Second question is explain any 3 types of tourism. The answer is given on our textbook page number on 35 to 36. Page number on 35 and 36. This question is come every year. One question is come for tourism and history. This question is come from tourism and history. Page number on 35 to 36. The answer is given. You have to write the answer this way. There are many types of tourism, like number 1, local and interstate tourism, international tourism, historical tourism, geographical tourism, agro-tourism, health tourism, sports tourism, and also special events. Okay, but we have to mention only 3 points. We have to give the detailed information about 3 points. Okay, the question is asking only 3 points. Now, number 1, local and interstate tourism. This kind of tourism is not very overwhelming because it is within one's own country. It is very easy. Interstate, we are easily go from one place to another place. We are not facing the currency problem. We are not facing the passport problem. Okay, we are not facing the problem of languages. It does not cause difficulties of language, procuring currency and documents. Okay. The second point is international tourism. Okay, nowadays it has become easier to travel because of the easy availability of the number of options of railway, marine, and air transport. Aviation has brought the entire world closer. है ना? After the facility of train, marine, and है ना, air transport, so we are easily go from one place to another place from all over the world. Now entire world is closer. International tourism is on the rise because people traveling from studies, relaxation, sightseeing, and professional assignments, meetings, agreement, etc. Also for shooting of film. Okay. Third point, historical tourism. Okay, people who love to visit historical important places across the world to satisfy their interest in a tree fall in this category. Okay, this is one of the most popular tourism in the world. Many people travel to historical sites of or fort places connected to famous personalities and moments in history. You know, in India, we have to see that there is a lot of forts is available. You know, there is a lot of historical place in India. The people, the people of other countries, they have to come in India and see the historical place. Okay, like a Red Fort, Taj Mahal. Okay. Fourth one is geographic tourism. Okay. This type of tourism involves visiting places to observe special geographic features of a region. It includes various natural and animal sanctuaries, places like Valley of Flowers, various beaches, sea, unique geographic wonders, waterfalls. You know, there is a lot of naturality in all over the world. The people are going from to see the naturality, like a Valley of the Flowers in Uttarakhand. You know, in Uttarakhand there is a Valley of Flowers. There is a lot of beaches, seas, unique geography wonders, and waterfalls. The people want to go to the geographic tour. So we have to finish 3 points. Okay. Now the third question is given to the what is Marxist historiography? What is Marxist historiography? Okay. This the answer is given on page number 12, chapter number 2. Yeah. The two questions asked the feminist historiography and the Marxist history in the same chapter. Okay, the answer is in the post-independence era, new trends emerged in the writing. Indian historiography is prominent among them. Second point, historiography, which is based on ideas of Karl Marx, is known as Marxist historiography. Third point, Marxist historiography reflects concern for means and modes of production as well as the industrial relation. These become center of writing of Marxist historian. Okay, Marxist historiography play a very important role, especially for the class. Okay, the 4 point in Marxist historiography, more importance was given to the class struggle. Okay, especially the laborers and workers. In the Marxist history, give more emphasis on them. The class system. Okay, the fifth one, Marxist historians in India studied the transition within the caste system. And the last point, notable Indian historians who adopted Marxist ideologies were Damodar Kosambi, Comrade Shripat Dange, Sharad Patil, and Ram Sharan Sharma. So, no, you have to write this answer. Answer. What is the Marxist historiography? No, write this way. Okay, it is very easy. And the last question is, which tasks are important in archive management? Okay, this question is come from chapter number 9, page number on 62, page number on 62. Okay, heritage management. Okay, now I have to give the introduction. What is archive? The answer is in the introduction, the place where all documents, official records, old film, etc. are preserved and stored are called archives. Following tasks are important in archives management. It is very important. Okay. Number one, important documents to be preserved and care should be taken that document with important contents are preserved in their original condition. Okay, the document is very important, so we have to preserve, and care is very important. Second point, to classify the documents by preparing indexes and to create accurate system of retrieval of documents. Third, documents from the archives are supposed to be very reliable. Therefore, it is important to safeguard the papers from humidity, fungus, and other environmental factors. Now, dear student, we have to see that in the olden paper, if we are not carrying, we are keep over and there. So definitely the paper is humidity, the paper is the dust and the fungus is automatically the paper is destroyed, and so we have to take a very carefully. Okay. Now, fourth point, it is important to remain updated with latest technology archive management. Okay, each and every time we have to update. So it is very important to update the latest technology archive management. And last point is to establish regional and local archives. Okay, if we are establish regional and local archives, we have to set the regional documents, regional papers and importance, and we have to save. Okay, now we have to finish the question number 5. Now, so it is a first part, we have to end the first part. Okay, history and political science paper is the two parts. First part is a history. History comes for 28 marks and political science for 12 marks. Okay, so we have to finish 28 marks for history. Now we have to start the second part, that is the political science. In political science, the question started with question number 6. Okay. Now, question number 6 is choose the correct option for the given option and complete the statement. It is an objective type question. Okay. Now, this is a multiple choice question. Rewrite the statement with selected correct alternative and underline the correct alternative. You have to underline in this question in history. Question number 1, you have to write the complete sentence. Same, you have to write in question number 6. You have to write the complete statement and underline the correct alternative. Okay. Now, question number 1, the election commissioner is appointed by the dash. Okay. First option is president. Second option, prime minister. Third, speaker of Lok Sabha. D, vice president. Okay. The answer is president. Okay. The president appointed the election commissioner. Okay. Second one, the essence of democracy is dash. The essence of democracy is dash. First option is universal adult franchise. Second, decentralization of power. Third, policy of reservation of seats. D, judicial decision. Okay. Now, the answer is decentralization of power. Okay. Now, it is very important to, once again, my dear student, you should remember. Okay. You have to write the complete sentence, and then after you have to fill up and underline the correct alternative. So you got 2 marks. Don't write question number 1 president, answer 1 president, answer 2 decentralization of power. This is a wrong method. If you write this way, you get 0 marks. Okay, if you want to get a 2 marks in question number 6, so you have to write the complete sentence and underline the correct alternate options. Now, next question. The next question is question number 7. Okay. The next question is the question number 7. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reason for your answer. Okay. Now, my dear student, in this question, the students are commit a lot of mistakes. Okay. Now, true or false, basic things is it carries 2 marks. Students have to explain any 2 statements with reason out of the 3 statements. Okay, first identify and write whether the statement is true or false. Dear student, first you have to read the sentence, read the question. Yeah, just you have to read the statement, and then you have to write whether it is true or false. Then after you have to give the reasons. Okay. Now, a student write only true. In this question, student write only true TR, sometime put T, sometime tick mark, sometime write false, sometime they have to write F and cross mark. So this method is wrong method. Okay, you if you write this way, you get 0 marks. Okay, if you want to get 2 marks out of 2, so you have to write properly. Just you have to read the sentence, and then after you have to write the answer and give the proper reason. You write one or two reason in this question, 1 mark for true or false, and 1 mark for reason. Okay, 1 mark for you have to write true or false, you get 1 mark. Then after you have to write the reason, you get 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark for reason and 1 mark for true or false. Okay, in our textbook only few questions are given. Okay, if we are only 4 lessons are over there in our textbook. In our textbook only 4 lessons are given. Okay, so if you thoroughly read the notebook, so definitely you have to solve all the questions. Now come to the question paper. Question number 1: movement do not need a strong leadership. Okay, movements do not need a strong leadership. Answer: the above statement is false. Okay, just you have to read the question. Then after you have to write the answer. You have to write the answer this way. Answer: the above statement is false. Okay, and then after you have to give the reason. Number one reason: leadership keep the movement active. Second reason: a strong leadership make movement efficient. Okay, without leadership we cannot consider a movement. Okay, if the movement is start without leadership, that movement is failed. Okay, each and every movement require a leadership. Okay, and a leadership played very important role. Leader play very important role to solve the problem, and to he is a representative of the people. Okay, now, so second one: Indian democracy is considered the largest democracy in the world. Okay, now the answer is the above statement is true. Okay, the above statement is true. The first reason is Indian people have direct representation through the regular election. Okay, now we are the people of India. We are casting our vote in the parliament, in the assembly, in corporation election, in assembly election, and panchayat election. So we are we have to write the vote. So Indian democracy is considered the largest democracy in the world. Okay, now second point: the age limit to what was reduced to 18 years from 21. The first, our constitution give right, if you are crossed 21 years, so you have to cast your vote. But after 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 few years, the 21 years reduced and become 18 years. If you are a citizen of India and your age is 18 years, so you have to cast your vote. Okay, so that's why in India there is a number of voters. They have to use their vote. They have to cast their vote. That's why Indian democracy is considered the largest democracy in the world. So the above statement is true. Third, third one is Shri Mani Akali Dal is a national party. Okay, this question is come from political parties. Okay, this is a regional party, a Shri Mani Akali Dal. So you have to write the answer. The above statement is false. Okay, number 1 point: Shri Mani Akali Dal is a regional party in Punjab. Okay, the question is given national party. So Shri Mani Akali Dal is not a not a national party. It is a regional party because regional party is a party which is active one or two states. So that is called a regional party. And national party, it is active in more than two states. That is called a national party. Okay, Shrimani answer is the above statement is false. Number one reason is Shrimani Akali Dal is a regional party in Punjab. Second, it was established in 1920 and it has enjoyed power in the state of Punjab. And we have to write the third point. The Shrimani Akali Dal is a work for the benefit of the Punjabi people. Okay, they have to fight for Punjab. Okay. Now, question number 8A. Explain the following concept. Okay. Question number 8. Explain the following concept. Now, dear student, in this set, explain the following concept. Two concepts will be given in this question. Two concepts is given in this question. You are expected to answer any one. You have to write any one. Na? It should be answered in 25 to 30 words. Okay. Every answer should have at least 4 points, 1.5 marks for each point. Okay. Now come to the point. It should be answered in 25 to 30 words only. Every answer should be have at least 4 points. Full 2 marks will be given. Okay, if you write the 4 points, if you write the 25 to 30 words, or your answer should be relevant to the topic, so you will get 2 marks out of 2. Okay. You should in this question you have to write the underline the name of the people, name of the famous people, dates, events, and all the importances you have to underline. Now come to the question paper. Now our question is number one is a workers movement. In our textbook, the question, the side heading is given to the labor movement. So now the labor movement and worker movements both are same. Okay, the answer is number 1 point. Industries in public and private sector like textile industry, railway companies was established in India in later half of the 19th century. Okay. Number second, due to industrialization, a large number of labor force came into existence. Number third, in 1899, railway workers went on strike for their demands. Number four, however, the first organization for resolving the issue of worker was established in 1920. Fifth, the organization is known as All India Trade Congress. Okay, so this is the main point of the workers movement. You have to write these points, so you get 2 marks out of 2. Okay, the second one, right to information. The second question is right to information. Okay, now number 1 point, citizen empowerment is the essential condition of democracy. Okay, this question is given on our page number on 70. Page number on 70. Number one, citizen empowerment is the essential condition of democracy. Second, it is necessary to create opportunities for citizen participation and interaction with the government. Third, increase the communication between citizen and government, help in strengthening democracy and is building a relationship of trust between them. Okay, government of the India gave the right to information to the citizen of India to ensure transparency and accountability, which are the hallmark of good governance. And last one, citizen have right to know about the functioning of the government. Dear students, you have to write 3 or 4 points. Okay, there is no need to write five points. If you have capable to write 5 points and you have a time, because in history paper time management play very important role. Okay, if you are taking 1.5 hour for history, so how to complete a political science in half hours? So dear student, you have to you have to manage the time. Okay, next. Now the question number 8, green. Okay, complete the following concept chart. Okay, complete the following concept chart. You have to complete the chart. The question is given. Now, whatever the diagram is projected to in your question paper, same way you have to draw. Okay, it is timeline. It may be a tree diagram. The blocks are given. You have to copy as it is. As it is, you have to copy as it is. Don't modify to your answer. Okay, if the blocks is given in a boxes or a rectangle shape, so you don't draw a circle, you don't draw a rectangle. You have to copy as it is. The question is given. Okay, now if you are nicely draw very systematically, full 2 marks assigned to you. Okay, 2 marks, you got 2 marks easily. Okay. Now see the question paper. Question number 1. Social reformers of pre-independence period, male and female. It is a very easy question. It is a very, it is a general knowledge question. Okay. Social reformers of pre-independence period. You have to write two male and two female. Okay. Now the first I write the answer is Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He was a social reformer. Mahatma Gandhi. Also you have to write Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Lokmanya Tilak, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Mahatma Phule, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. You have to write only two names of the male social reformer of pre-independence. Okay. Now write two names of the women or female. Savitri Bai Phule, Tarabai Shinde. Okay. And also Usha Mehta, Ramabai Ranade. You have to choose. You have to write only two. If you write these, if you write like this, so you got 2 marks out of 2. Okay. Now the one question is missing in my PPT. Now in see question number characteristic of representative. Okay. Characteristic of representative. Okay, there are 4 characteristics, 4 blocks are given in your question paper. Dear student, you have to see in your question paper. Second one is the characteristic of representative. Number 1, efficient. Number 2, honest. Number 3, trustworthy. Number 4, respect the opinion. Okay. Now characteristic of representative. If what is the characteristic of representative? Your representative should be efficient. Your representative should be honesty. Your representative should be trustworthy, and they also respect the opinion of the people. Okay, so there are 4 points is given: efficient, honesty, trustworthy, and respect the opinion of the people. Okay, now we have to finish the question number 8b. Now we have to see the last question number 9, answer in brief. Okay, anyone in this question, in this question in this question type, 2 sub questions will be asked. 2 question is given. You have to answer only one. While writing the answer, write appropriate points in your answer. 1 mark for each point. You have to write 4 to 6 points. Okay, because answer in brief you have to write 4 to 6 points. In this question you have to write detailed answer on information. Okay. Now question number 1 is explain the function of election commission. Now this question is given on page number 76. Okay, open your textbook on page number 76. The answer is given, the function of election commission. Okay, now the functions of election commission are: number 1, prepare the voter list. To make a prepare a voter list. Okay, new voters to increase and to add the new voters, and if the people is there is a lot of people who die, so they have to delete their voting, their name in voting list. All the things should be work of election commission. Number 1, prepare the voter list. Number 2, decide election timetable and the entire process of holding election. Okay, if the particular state they have to complete their 5-year tenure, so at the time the election commission they have to prepare a timetable and do all the procedure of election. They have to holding the election. It is a responsibility of the election commission. Third is scrutinize the application of the candidate. They have to see the application of the verify the application of the candidate. Number 4, conduct free and fair election and do all the work related to it. Okay, my dear student, in India there is a lot of states. There are a lot of states they have to very dangerous. Where the election is not free and fair. Each and every time the election is there is a violence. Okay, so it is responsibility to conduct free and fair election and do all the work related to it. Number 5, give recognition and also de-recognition political parties. Suppose if the new political party is made from some politicians, So they have to make a, they have to go to the process, send the letter to the election commission, and election commission is give to recognition to the political parties, give the new symbols of the political parties. Okay. Last one, resolve all dispute and complaint regarding election. The election commission is responsible to sort out the dispute and complaint regarding election. Okay. So this is the answer of question number 9(1). Now we have to see the second and last question. What are the major characteristics of political parties? Okay. What is the major characteristic of political parties? This answer is given on page number 82. Okay. On page number 82, the answer is given. See the answer. Following are the characteristics of political parties. Number one, political parties at securing power by contesting election. Each and every political party want to get a power, but first they have to contesting the election and win the election. Then they have to get a majority and make a government. Second, every political party has some ideology. Each and every political party have their ideology. Third, every party has an agenda. It is based on party's ideology. Fourth, the party that gets majority seats in election forms the government, and the one that does not secure the majority act as for opposition party. Oh, the most important point: the party that get majority, they make a government, and the other party who not get the majority, they play a role of opposition parties. The last point is political parties are a link between the people and the government and work to gain the support of the people. Okay, the political party is a link between the people and the government. Okay, and work to gain the support of the people. They are work the gain to the people support. Okay, now so we have to complete the 40 marks paper. Okay, now my dear student, so, my dear student, before ending the analysis session, remember these things. Okay, you have using light pen. Time management is very important. If you are not managing the time, so definitely your 5 to 6 mark paper will be less. After 5, 5, 6 marks of paper, you have to leave. Next, your paper should be neat and clean. Okay, and avoid cancellation. Presentation is very good. You have to presentation is very good. Draw all concept chart, diagram, block with pen. Okay, attempt all the questions. Complete all the questions before 10 minutes. Okay, you have to complete all the questions. Your paper should be finished before 10 minutes. And you have to give 10 minutes for checking all the paper, all the question paper. Okay, before submitting the answer paper, you have to check the paper. Okay. Now, the analysis, I finished the analysis session. If you have any doubt, then I will give you 2 minutes. You have to ask the question.
Hello, Akhlaq sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
Yes.
There is some disturbance behind you. Just stop that voice, please.
Yes, boliye.
So, students, we will have a doubt session. Those who have any doubt regarding today's paper analysis, you can raise your hands and you can ask your doubts. So, please just stop that background voice. Akhlaq sir. Hello. Asta, you can ask your doubt. Asta Tiwari.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Asta.
Sir. So in question about how they are giving that like that only we have to make it.
Asta, your voice is not clear.
Ask once again. Your voice is not clear. Just raise your voice. Increase your volume.
Same question paper, how they are giving that diagram, that like that only we have to make, na?
Yes, in question number 2. Asta,
Maybe she is not there. Acha, another students, if other students have any doubts, just you can raise your hands. Vandana,
yes, Vandana,
unmute yourself. Vandana, unmute yourself and ask your doubt. So students, if you are not raising your hand means you don't have any doubt. We'll assume that. Okay, sir. Maybe students don't have any doubt.
Okay, sir. Okay.